Hello all, in this video we'll be learning how to install HBase using Docker. We'll be learning how to pull image, how to run a container, check for running containers, start HBase shell, create HBase table, restart the container and check for the data. That is restarting the created HBase Docker container and check if the data that was created before is available or not after even restarting the container. Now let's move ahead and see the workflow how we are going to do all these. This is a step-by-step workflow how we are going to achieve this. In the first step, we'll be pulling the image. In the second, we'll check if the image is pulled or not. Third, we'll be creating a data directory on our local system on which we are going to put the HBase data. Then we'll run the container using the image, check the container if it's running or not. Then we'll get inside the running container, get the IP from the host file. This is the IP of the HBase master. We'll update this IP in our local system host file so that we can access HBase master from the browser. Then we'll check the status of HBase from the browser. Then we'll open the HBase shell and run some commands. Let's move ahead and do all these steps one by one. The first step is pull the image. For pulling the image, we'll use docker pull command, and this is the name of the image that we have. This image is available on the Docker repository. We just need to pull it. Now let's open the terminal and do the same. Ctrl+Alt+T to open the terminal. Let me just increase the font size. Let's go to the root to run the Docker commands. Let's pull the image now using docker pull an image name, that is dajob-hbase. Now Docker is pulling the image from the Docker repository. The command is executed. Let's go back to the slides and see the next step. The next step is to check if the image is pulled or not. To do so, we'll be using the command docker images. This will list out all the images that we have currently in our repo, or I should say currently in our local repo. Let's go back to the terminal and fire the same. Docker images. See this, we can see that the image is successfully downloaded. Let's go back to the slides and see the next step. Create a data directory. Now let's create the data directory in which we want to keep all the data of our HBase. Let's go back to the terminal and do the same. Let's change the directory to our home directory. It is cd home tunnel. Let's create a directory here, namely hdata, using mkdir hdata. Let's go inside hdata and create a directory namely data here, using mkdir data. In this data directory, we'll be keeping all our data of the HBase. Let's go back to the slides and see the next steps. The next step is to run the container using the image. To run the container, we are using docker run command. Using this command, we are running the container and providing the data directory. This is the path of our local system, and this is the path inside the container. Now let's go back to the terminal, fire the command and run the container. Let's paste the command in the terminal and hit enter. The command is executed. Now let's go back to the slides and see the next step. The next step is to check the container is running or not. To do so, we'll be using docker ps command. Now let's go back to the terminal and fire the same. Let's fire the command here, that is docker ps. See, here we can see that a container is created with the ID this and with the name HBase docker that we provided in the previous command. The status of the container is up 40 seconds. That is, the container is up since 40 seconds. By seeing the status, we can say that the container is up and running. Now let's go back to the slides and see the next step. The next step is to get inside the container. To do so, we are using docker exec, that is docker execute command. We are providing the name of the container in which we want to go. Now let's go back to the terminal and fire the same. Let's fire the command here, that is docker execute -it, the name of the container, that is HBase docker bash. See this, we are now inside the container. Now let's go back to the slides and see the next step. The next step is to get the IP from the host file. To do so, we'll be using the following command, that is cat etc host. This will print all the content of the host file on the console. Let's go back to the terminal and do the same. Let's fire the command now, that is cat etc host. Here you can see that the IP on which the HBase master is running, that is 172.17.0.2, and the alias name that we have provided to the IP is HBase Docker. Now let's go back to the slides and see the next step. The next step is to update the same IP on a local system host file. Now let's go back to the terminal and do the same. Now let's just copy this. Now just open a new terminal using Ctrl+Shift+T. Let me just zoom the font of this terminal also. Now let's open the host file of our local system using sudo vim etc hosts. Hit enter now. Just type your local system password. Just paste the IP here and write the file. We have updated the IP in our local system host file. Now let's go back to the slides and see the next step. The next step is to check the HBase status in the browser. Let's check the status of the master server first. Let's open the browser for that. Paste the URL in the browser, hit enter. We can see that master is up and running. We can see the HBase version and all the software attributes. If you require any configuration information, just go to HBase configuration tab and you will get the full XML file having all the configurations of HBase. Now let's check the Thrift UI is working or not. For that, open a new tab. We can see that Thrift server is also working. Now let's check the REST server is working or not. For that, open a new tab. REST server is also working. Now let's check the Zookeeper is working or not. Zookeeper is also working. After checking all these 4 URLs, we can say that HBase is up and running. Now let's go back to the slides and see the next step. So the next step is to open HBase shell and run some commands. To do so, we'll use the following command. Now let's just go back to the terminal and do the same. We are inside the Docker container here. Let's just exit the container. Now here, let's run the command. Here we can see that HBase console is open. Let's list and see if there is any available table. We can see that there is no table as of now. And just note one thing here. You have to run this particular command in the same terminal in which you have run this command, that is to run the container. That's because what we have done is we have just run the container and taken the ID of the container here. And we are using this particular ID in this command. This is the ID of the container that is running, which is this one. You can replace this particular ID from this also. Now let's create a sample table using create sample table. Where CF is the column family. Let's hit enter. It says that table is created with name this. Let's list again. Just see this, a table is created. Now let's exit the shell. Now let's stop the container. And after stopping the container, we'll start the container again. And we'll see that this particular table, that is sample table, it remains in the container or not. That is, the container is saving the data in the data directory that we created. It is this data directory. Now let's stop the container and do so. Let's just get the ID of the container. Docker PS will list all the running containers. Let's get the ID from here and use command docker stop to stop the container and just provide the ID of the container after that. We have stopped the container successfully. Now let's check the status of the HBase master again from the browser. Just see that it's saying site can't be reached. that is HBase master is down now. Now let's just go back to the terminal and start the container. Now we can start the container using the same ID. What Docker does is, Docker has created a container and just kept the container inside its repository, but the container is not running now. To do so, or to check so if the container is running or not, or if the container resides in the Docker or not, we can use the same command docker ps, but with an additional option, that is -a. Oh sorry, I think I misplaced docker ps -a. Just see here, we can say that our container is available, but we have exited it just 2 minutes before. Its ID is same. So using the same ID, we can start the container again using docker start and provide the ID after that. We have started the container. Let's check it again using docker ps command. Just see here, the container has started. The status is up since 15 seconds. Let's check the status again in the browser. Just see here, the master is running again. Let's go back to the terminal and see that the table that we created is available now also or not. To do so, let's just go to the HBase shell again. Let's list the table again. Here we can see that sample table is already available. I hope now it's clear to all of you how to set up HBase using Docker. In case of any doubts, please let me know in the comment section. Thank you for watching the video. I hope it helps you.